Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to ASMRTheChew. And I'm your girl Spirit. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Today, I'm going to tell you about a movie that I've seen over the course of the holiday. And I told you in the vlog I have been watching movies, and this one particular movie really touched me, touched my heart. It brought back so many memories from the past, and it was so relatable. But first, let me tell you the name of the movie. The name of the movie is Justice. Halle Berry played in this movie. It was my first time seeing, I don't know, I don't remember seeing Halle Berry so ethnically looking, but I like it. I loved it. It was nice seeing her in a different light. She had more of a rough exterior, and that was because she was a fighter. She was a boxer. Was she like a kickboxer? She did like it was more than just boxing. It was fighting. Child, don't ask me because I don't do that kind of stuff. No, child, when I tell you they was fighting in that movie, bruises, black eye, busted nose, bleeding teeth. Child, that's too much for Spirit. Only time I'm doing some fighting like that if I gotta fight for survival. But as far as like career fighting, no. I can never do that. But I enjoyed the movie, and it's crazy. I say I can never do that, but I actually love boxing, sports, fighting movies. I love stuff like that. I even love stuff like that in person. I don't know why I like stuff like that. Oh my God, don't tell nobody I love stuff like that. Okay, so in this movie, the lady name was Jessie, and she had lost a fight, and she was basically losing that fight embarrassed her and kind of broke her self-esteem for some reason. But as you learn, as the movie go on, which I'm not going to tell you about the movie. I'm not here to break down every single scene in the movie and to tell you what happened from the beginning, the middle, and the end. I'm only going to tell you about the part that I felt relatable to her in that movie, and then we're going to go from there. But I'm going to lead you up there. I'm not going to just like leave you all up in the dust and you don't know what the freak going on. Okay, so she had a boyfriend. She was staying with him, and he was also her manager. Now, you know you ain't got no business mixing business with pleasure. I'm just saying. He was her manager, and he decided one night that he wanted to take her to see the new fighter that everybody was talking about, the unbeatable. The fighter that she was the world champion of fighting, and he wanted her to go check her out, and they did. It almost looked like an underground type of thing. It wasn't professional at all in the movie, but they went to go see this fighter, and inside the not the arena, but inside the building, I don't know where they was at. The girl fought. She beat up somebody. Looked like she almost killed the person. And then she noticed that Jessie was in the room. It's like two cats. You're coming on my turf. What you doing here, Jessie? Basically, that's how it was. No, it wasn't like that. But that's how I felt like when I'm watching movies, like I could see more than just what the actors are giving, you know? So she was looking at her like, girl, what the freak you doing here? So she started showing out, basically trying to provoke Jessie. And when she tried to provoke Jessie, they ended up fighting. And I think I was surprised because through the whole time till it led up, from what it looked like in the movie, she wasn't planning on fighting again. She wasn't gonna fight again. So, but this girl made her mad. This girl put hands on her, and I don't know. She worked out of anger. So once she was getting kind of like the girl was getting the best out of her, she just got mad. And when she got mad, she whooped that girl's hell. Let me tell you, I ain't even gonna tell you all that because you had to see it for yourself. I ain't trying to spoil nothing for you. But from there, her boyfriend, so-called manager, loved her. Not to mention that their relationship was toxic. And you know, when I say toxic, like, there's like people, they have sex, they make love when they're angry, and they have the hottest or the best sex when they're mad and angry. They relationship so toxic that it turns them on. When it's not toxic, they're not really feeling each other. If it's very toxic, I'm just saying it was toxic. Don't pay no mind to my one now. I know it's God. Child, it's by my bed. It's sitting there. I was going to put it back on, but child, no. I'm just going to tell you about what I need to tell you, and that's it. Because if I put it back on and it come back off, I'm be irritated. I ain't got time. Today is Sunday. No irritation on Sunday. Today is relax day. That's why I'm doing this video for you, to help you bring you to the relaxation. ASMR start speaking in spirit voice. You like my voice? It's okay. I know you're used to me whispering. But today, I'm speaking definitely in my voice. Okay? All right, so let's get back to this movie. So, you know, her manager, he was like, wow, yeah, heck yeah. She beat the heck out of her. So now he kind of like trying to talk her into fighting again, that she can come back, she can do this. Well, she kept saying no, 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 no. After a drunk night, they got home. They got home. Her mother dropped off her son, and then I don't know if she walked in the kitchen in the morning and saw the son there and the mother, or they. I don't know how it went. I can't remember right now. But the mother brought her son to the house. Her son was about 6 years old. She had no relationship with him. And I believe from the beginning, the boy didn't even know that that's what his mama, the grandmama said that the father been killed. This your son. I'm bringing him here. I got too much going on in my life. I'm dropping him off. Jessie was just staring at the boy. It was like her anxiety was just going through the roof at that moment, because it was like, oh my God, my son is here. I haven't raised him, haven't seen him since he was a baby. What I'm going to do? And then, not to mention, she dealing with her toxic relationship, and she's a drunk. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say a drunk. She has issues with alcohol because she had to go to like AA or something like that to try to stop drinking or something like that. But yeah, child, the mother dropped off the boy. As the movie go on, she's going back to the gym. She got a new manager. She's training to fight for this big fight, which she haven't fought in 10 years. But no, was it 10 years? I think it said 3 years. I might be wrong. Child, don't listen to me. Y'all got to see the movie for yourself. But she haven't fought in a while. And she was going up against the girl that she fought, you know, underground or whatever. I'm going to say underground with, because it wasn't no professional fight or whatever. But this time she's going to be fighting her professionally. And the manager said that she get $10,000 if she just show up, and $20,000 if she win. So yeah, she needed some money because she's dealing with that toxic man of hers. She needed money so she can get her baby a safe place to stay. It was so toxic that it seemed like he was just angry about a lot of stuff. You'll see, you'll watch the movie. Anyway, in one part of the movie, he ended up punching her in her face, throwing the little boy, what is that? Keyboard, throwing the little boy, like piano keyboard out. She tried to stop him. He ended up hitting her in the face. And I think I was just like, what's she gonna do? I hope she get that little boy and get out of here. for some reason, I thought he was going to end up hurting her, like really, really hurt her, or either hurting the little boy. I was so afraid for the little boy. I thought he was going to abuse the little boy or something, but he ended up putting his hand on Jessie. She packed up the little boy, and she went to her mom's house. She didn't want to go to her mother's house because her and her mother did not have a good relationship at all. This movie was so relatable. Her and her mother did not have a good relationship. Me and my mother don't have a good relationship. And she don't trust her mother. She almost like she don't even really kind of like her mother. That's where we were different, because I feel like during a lot of my years, I always admired my mother, and she didn't look like she admired her mother. Anything like, they just had like a really toxic, bad relationship, and it boils down to Jessie mother doing drinking, drugging, and sleeping with all these different men. And whenever she had a boyfriend or a man, while she was strung out or drugged out or whatever, the men would go to Jessie's room and have their way with her. And in that scene, it was really, really sad, because she was telling her mother what had happened to her and why she's the way she is. And the mother was like, oh my God, go ahead, tell another story, go ahead. Now what you gonna say? And basically calling her a liar, telling her that stuff never happened. And Jessie felt like her mother didn't love and protect her when she was a child. Child. And that's where I'm going to stop as far as like talking to y'all about the movie, because I'm telling y'all the parts and leading y'all up to why the movie is so relatable. Now, I can't relate to her with the men coming in and out, different men coming in and out her room as a child. I can't relate to that. Now, what I can relate to is my mother definitely was trying to, I always felt like my mother was trying to find love. I didn't never feel like she just dated any and everybody. If she did, I didn't know it. I always felt like every man that she started to go out with, which was quite a few, that she wanted something from them. She wanted relationship. She wanted them to get to know her family. She wanted love. That's the part that I can't relate to her, as far as her mom, boyfriends coming in and out her room. I didn't go through that. The only thing that I went through as far as that, my mother's boyfriends, is when she got into the fighting. I always felt like I needed to jump in and help my mom. And I was so young, I was such a baby, starting out like at 5 years old. Somebody putting their hands on her. I'm telling them, get off my mom. I'm hitting them with something. I even remember one time somebody pushing me off of them, and I felt hard towards the dresser, but I got right back up and jumped on them right along with my mother. She fought, I fought. Now, this is the part that it was so heartbreaking for me. It was very, very heartbreaking. I feel good today, though, because I think I cried for a couple of days after seeing that scene. It really, really bothered me. It hit me like to the core. And I'm going to tell you what hit me was when I was watching the movie, I felt like her mom was lucky that she needed her. And I say that because I felt like if she didn't need her mom, she would never went back knocking on her mom's door. You know what I mean? If she didn't need her mom. And I felt like for everything that girl been through as a child growing up, and her mom is definitely responsible for what happened to her first. But I felt like her mom didn't deserve her liking, her love, her time. And I was wishing in the movie that she didn't even have to go to the mom and ask the mom for a place to stay for her and the little boy, ask the mom to help her out. I felt like the mom was still in that stage of drinking and drugging and only caring about herself. So when that part happened with her talking to her mom and telling her what happened to her as a little girl, the part where the mom will call her a liar and tell her that she's making up the story was the part that I can relate to. And I remember my mother mainly saying things like that to me when she had friends, company, her sister, her brother, and stuff around. But I remember, even as a little girl, that whenever something had take place, my mother left me with her brother. And when she would come back, I would tell her as a little girl, look what he done. And I remember her cleaning me up, running me bath water, and telling me not to run my mouth, not to say anything, don't talk about it, and threatening me. I can remember that part. And it took that part in the movie. Oh my God. I've been running around for years trying to find a way to have my mother's love, my mother's attention, my mother's affection, trying to show her that I just wanted to be a part of her life. But y'all, when I saw that part in the movie, that part resonated so much. It literally, I felt like my whole body, my whole heart was in the movie with her. And I was standing there with her while she tell her mother how she felt. But it took that part in the movie for me to finally get it. For it to register in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, and in my soul. This woman don't love her. This woman don't care about nobody but herself. This woman's never going to change. And this woman is never going to take responsibility, accountability for what Jesse went through. I was thinking about that. I was really thinking about that. And I said, you know what? No. In the movie, I was rooting for Jessie to get herself together, to never need her mother again, to never run across her mother, to never deal with her mother. Her mother just was not someone that deserved her time, her attention, her love, her understanding, because she was not willing to take accountability or responsibility. She did not once tell her daughter, I'm sorry that happened to you, that I'm wrong for have not protecting you as a child. I'm wrong for not being the best mother that I could be for you. And I was not a good mother because all I did was drink and drug and ain't care about nobody and nothing but my addiction. She didn't take no type of accountability. And as I was watching the show and all my feelings was coming out for the girl in the show and how I felt and everything that I felt like, I just felt so much from me growing up and me as a child. It resonated so good. It started to remind me of what I've been through with my mother. And it took that movie, it let me tell you, I have already decided that I was done. I'm no longer going to be doing the running around. I'm not going to be running my butt back and forth to where my mother lived at. I'm not going to be calling sisters and uncles trying to find out where my mother at. I'm not trying to go to no event. I'm not trying to sit at her table. I'm not trying to see what's going on for her birthday. I'm not, look, I'm not trying to do none of that. None of that. But I always still had it in the back of my mind that maybe if she called me or contact me, maybe I'll try to see if I can salvage or build some type of relationship with my mother. I always thought about that all the way up until I saw that movie. But before I saw that movie, I was already done with the trying to be a part of her life. I was done with that. But where the movie really helped me solidify it is seeing a part of her mother talking to her and telling her, here she go with her stories again, she's a liar. And it brought so many memories to me, so many memories from when I was a child and things happened to me and my mother did not protect me. My mother did not look out for me. My mother did not care for me. She didn't care for my feelings. She didn't even think about the fact that I'm a child and I have to grow up with these memories and how I'm supposed to get through life thinking about all the stuff that has happened. She didn't care. It resonated with me so good that I realized that, what are you doing? Take the thought from behind your head of you maybe one day having some type of relationship with your mother. For what? She's not, in my opinion, as her daughter, and because of what happened to me, and because I'm 51 years old and never actually getting an apology, a real apology, or her accepting responsibility and accountability for what happened to me, it took the movie for me to realize that I don't even want to be friends. I don't want to be her. I don't want to run around behind her. I don't want nothing from her. I don't even want love from her. It finally sunk in that I don't even like her at this point. I don't love her at this point. I'm not gonna say I don't love my mother. Like I still have love for her because I know she's my mother. But to be honest with you, when I put all the pieces together, when I put all the pieces together, I really don't know who my mother is. I really don't. I don't know her at this point. And I don't want, because depending on your situation, I don't want to never say it's too late. But for me, for where I'm at today, it's too late. It's too late not for me to have a relationship with her, but it's too late for her to have a relationship with me. I'm to the point where I'm no longer hoping and wishing and wondering if we could ever just be mom and daughter, or if I could ever just fit in, or if she'll ever really say, I really love you. I don't want those things anymore. At this point, at 51, child, I am just going to enjoy being the mother. I've always enjoyed being a mother. And one of the things that being a mother, when I think about me as a child, I can't even imagine any of those things. My child at 5 years old being hurt, and I'm cleaning her up, putting her in the tub, and threatening her as if it was her fault. I can't even imagine doing something like that to my child. So at this point, I have always did my best to be a good mother from here. I'm going to continue being the best mother I can. I don't have children anymore. I have adult family, I have adult children. Okay, I don't have little kids anymore. I'm just going to continue loving them as their mother. I'm glad that I'm in my kids' life that want me in their life. But as far as my mother, I am no longer even wanting the possibility of us of us becoming something. Because, dang, it's been many, many years. And what I saw in the movie with Jesse Justice, her mother was never going to change. And in reality, my mother I'm not going to say never, because I may not see it. She may change for somebody else. But from this point on, I have never, ever seen no change. I have not seen, like, nothing. No type of change. Oh, when I was listening to Jesse Justice's mother talking, all I saw was my mother. And I bawled. I cried 2 freaking days. That movie had me in tears, in tears. But I'm going to say, yeah, Holly Berry played that part. I enjoyed the movie. The movie was very, very enlightening, and it definitely gave me what I needed. It just made me realize that all the thoughts that I was having about her mother, and I had to second look at myself like, girl, all these thoughts you having about her mother, what about your freaking mother? What about your mother? What about your mother never taking responsibility or accountability for what happened to you when you was a little girl? I enjoyed that movie, but it definitely gave me what I needed. It gave me closure. I don't know why, but it did. It gave me so much closure. And it's nice that I could talk about my feelings and about what happened to me. Not in it. Not. I'm not gonna tell you like every detail right now in this, because I did story time. But I was hurt as a little girl, like I said, by my mother's brother, and I felt completely and utterly alone, and I felt excluded from the family. And then I found out years later that I was excluded on purpose. And at one point, I didn't even know how to handle that, because everybody knew that I kept trying to be a part of a family that had already agreed that they would not let me be a part of the family. So now, after watching that movie, it really gave me closure. Now, that door is closed. And I'm going to walk through a new door and walk down a new path that don't include me wanting anything from my mother anymore at all. Yeah, that was a really good movie. If you watch it, you're going to like it. But I just wanted to talk about the part that really resonated with me. And how it is something how you can watch a movie or watch a show or listen to somebody talk, and it help you put everything into perspective. That movie really did something for me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great afternoon, day, night, whichever order it comes in. Because I never say it in order. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, Spirit.